Josh Augustine here, June 22nd. About to go out there and get an early birthday present and finish the fight early. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate everyone. Doing a lot of hard work between these guys here at my camp and a lot of other people that aren't here on the shot. But I just want to thank everyone for all the support. And we're going to go out there and do our thing tonight.
This next fight of the night I'm really, really excited for because Josh Augustine, an absolute massive featherweight, is coming in here with Tremiere Hollie, who's stacked. I mean, he's 5'5", but this man is shredded. So both these guys like to strike, but I would give a grappling advantage to Augustine, and then probably a strength and power advantage to Tremiere Hollie. I think on the feet, with Tremiere being so short, he's really going to have to figure out the range, and that's going to be the puzzle he has to figure to land any effective strikes.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out, Drew. You know, Augustine, he says he considers himself a jiu-jitsu guy, so maybe it's going to be more of a grappling match. You never know. Tremiere considers himself more of a freestyle fighter in general, so, you know, we'll see if Augustine's able to take the fight where he wants it and maybe get that submission, or if Tremiere has different plans.
Right, guys, and the fight should be coming quickly. I think we're waiting for one of the fighters in the back to approach the curtain, but yeah, guys, the difference between the pros and amateurs, as you can see, the guys are more comfortable. They can throw those elbows. They can throw those knees. It really makes the sport a lot more exciting when you open up those weapons, because that's where you're going to get your cuts. That's where you're going to get your knockouts. I mean, 2 more whole rounds of fighting. Tremiere Hollie coming to the cage right now. Sam, what can you tell us about Tremiere?
Well, Tremiere's fighting out of Walker's American Martial Arts Academy tonight, Drew. And like I mentioned earlier, he considers himself a freestyle fighter. He is 0-1 coming into this fight. But, you know, like we talked about earlier tonight, a record definitely doesn't define a fighter. So we'll see if he's able to come out and, regardless of the height disadvantage that he's at, work his game plan and come out with a victory tonight.
Right, and I really, again, the interesting thing for me on this fight is the range that it will be played at. Is Tremiere Hollie going to be able to cut off Augustine? Is he going to be able to get to the inside? Is Augustine going to pick him out from the outside or look to get it to the ground? I know Josh Augustine, his goal is to entertain as well. So I'm excited to see each fighter's approach to this fight, because the way to win for Tremiere Hollie, dealing with the size advantage, is so limited. But he's a professional fighter. He's got a long amateur career. We're going to see if he's the man to get the job done and upset Josh Augustine, who is a heavy favorite tonight.
Yeah, Drew, will definitely be interesting. I mean, you look at the way these guys are built. I mean, Tremiere Hollie is the shorter fighter for a reason. This guy has a ton of muscle on his frame. I'd say he definitely is going to have a strength advantage, but it's going to be interesting. When you have a guy like Josh Augustine bringing jiu-jitsu in, sometimes oftentimes technique beats out strength. We'll see if, you know, like earlier tonight, David Grant was able to use a lot of his athleticism against Tegan Irish's technique for jiu-jitsu. We'll see if Tremiere Hollie is able to do the same thing, or if it's not going to be enough for Augustine.
Right. We'll see if Augustine can use his technical advantage over the physical advantage of Tremiere Hollie. But again, Josh Augustine trains at St. Charles MMA. He's 1-0, 6'1", only 25 years old, super young. He's sponsored by Imposed Will, Relentless Customs. And his main training partners for this were BJJ black belt Matt Ricehouse, Harrison McCormick, and college wrestler Jesse Conway. So he said, who's his favorite fighter? And he says himself. So no, not short on confidence is Mr. Augustine.
Brought to you tonight by the CBD store. Introducing first, fighting on the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5'5", weighing in 144.2 pounds. The ultimate professional record, 0 wins, 1 defeat. Representing Walker's American Martial Arts Academy and fighting out of Peoria, Illinois, Tremiere Hollie. His opponent across the NFA cage, fighting out the red.
Tremiere Hollie looking locked in and ready for this fight. Augustine looking definitely a little more loose as far as how they look during their announcements.
Yeah, Augustine calm and collected. He's been in there once before as a pro.
Big reaction from the crowd for Augustine.
Yeah, the crowd is on their feet. Tremiere Hollie looking to come in and play spoiler against this super technical, super lengthy Josh Augustine. Augustine starting with a nice jab.
Tremiere Hollie coming forward heavy. Augustine countering that with some kicks. Nice switch jab he threw out there.
Yeah, that was a nice little step-in jab, stiffened him up.
Augustine really trying to land that kick. He's throwing it without anything setting it up. That switch jab again, Drew.
Yeah, he's taking a nice little angle on the outside there.
Oh, the right hand lands.
Good
Big knee coming from Augustine.
Tremiere Hollie's still hurt.
Augustine all over him.
That's it.
A quick finish tonight.
Wow. Wassum stepped in a little early maybe on that one. At least that's what it looks like from here.
Yeah, Hollie definitely a little upset about that stoppage.
Yeah, don't blame him. Little early there from Wassum. I know the crowd wanted to see more, but Josh Augustine, undefeated now, 2-0 as a pro. This kid could be a real prospect coming out of St. Charles MMA.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mark Wilson, called the stop to the fight in just 37 seconds of the very first round, declaring winner by TKO, Josh Augustine.
Josh Augustine with the big win here at the Nemesis Fighting Alliance. This kid's gonna keep climbing the ranks at 2-0.